Mary Zentz, and I'm going to take you on a walk through this home and just show you some features that you might want to look for, or you might want to consider how you feel about those features. For example, we've just come in and we're in a gigantic 2-story foyer. It's beautiful. People who are engineers usually have a problem with this, especially if there's no ceiling fan up at the top here. And their concern, of course, is that the heat will rise, and then in the wintertime or cold weather, they're not going to have enough warmth in this actual entry. If we take a look at the staircase, it's a very lovely staircase. This volute is something that an initial buyer would have paid about $1,000 extra for having this thing that comes down and curves around. And we'll look at some other features. In this room, we're taking a look at the hardwood floors. And they do go through most of the first floor, but these are not hardwood floor finished in place. It's not a big problem, but I want you to understand the difference. Hardwood floor finished in place is tighter, has smaller seams, and it looks like it flows even though the pattern of the graining might change from board to board. The key thing is that this was manufactured in a factory. It is real hard wood, and it does have a very durable finish put on it, probably has a 25-year guarantee. It can be refinished, but it can't be refinished as many times as that hardwood laid and finished in place can. But it's an attractive color. It works really well with the kitchen cabinets. What we have here is no contrast. Basically, it's the same color. There's no right or wrong to this. It's more of an issue of what do you like and what do you want. One of the things that's especially nice in this room is, as far as the kitchen goes, we have an island. Okay, as most millennials seem to like right now, what we do have is our silestone countertops. And the reason that this is popular is that it's basically, I guess, a hypoallergenic countertop. So for example, granite can have problems. Granite needs to be resealed. Granite can have unhealthy things get caught in the fibers of it. This is not going to have that kind of an issue. So it's something millennials really love. But every generation really loves that the open space is available here. So for example, the kitchen to the eating area to the family room, it's one large space. So no matter what the shape of your family is, when you're cooking and people are in here perhaps watching TV, playing games, etc., it's all part of one whole. So the whole thing is happening together. If we take a look at some of the individual features, for example, on this side of the kitchen, we actually have a hardwood top, and okay, it doesn't have soft close. I'm not going to penalize it for that. That's really a much newer feature. But some of the things here that are particularly nice is that we've got the glass cabinet doors. And the thing that's nice about that is they're obscured, so they're not going to really show your bowl of cereal, your box of cereal, for example. But nonetheless, they do allow some light because we've got some lights inside there. Some of the other things that are interesting, overhead, we have recessed lights. Now, if this was done from the original builder, and even if it was done from a subsequent electrician, just so you're aware, even when we're talking the original incandescent lights rather than the LED or LCDs, this costs $250 per light to put in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is $2,500 worth of recessed lighting. So that's a nice feature, and we're happy to see that. In general, the inventory in this community is not much newer, and this home is actually at the new end of what is available. So it's kind of nice to see that it did catch on to the trend, and it does have the recessed lighting. One of the things that's very attractive through here, we went from the foyer into the eating area and kitchen. Now we're in the formal dining room, and we're looking back over the actual living room. And one of the things that really unifies the space is the actual hardwood floors. It's the same flooring throughout the entire space. But we haven't really talked about the really crowning touch of this particular home. It does have very attractive curb appeal. Maybe you'll get to see that later. But what it really has is a small water view. This is called a lake, but it's technically really probably just a big pond. But the look of it, the look of the hardscaping, there's an awful lot of hardscaping. When we took a look at the front and the back here, we're probably talking $15,000 to $20,000 of hardscape. And by that, I'm talking about the paver brick walkways, the raised seating areas, the knee walls. But in the distance, of course, we actually do have a bench, and that bench is very perched, overlooking this very attractive little lake. Very big deck. Everything appears to be in pretty good condition with this house. So again, you know, just it's a clap for the agent who got it on the market and who did such a nice job of presenting this house to us with a beautiful brochure.